Okay, so again, this is a story from when I lived down the road. All my good stories, I guess, are I. Um, the first place I went to was this place called Snaggy Mountain. It was people might call it different things. I tend to refer to it as like an intentional community or a commune. It's not quite that in the strictest sense, but it was definitely like a bunch of dirty ass hippies living out on this like 80-acre property, and it was very come and go. Like I could just go and show up today. I like wouldn't have to tell them I was coming, and I could just show up with a tent and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna crash for like a week or two," and they're gonna be okay with that. And they focus on like music and art, and they really try and promote musicians and artists to come. I mean, oh man, they got a sick recording set, and just like every room in every building on that place. There's not like a lot of buildings. There's like a barn and a house and a couple other like sheds or shacks. But every room and every structure has a piano. They just find them for free on Craigslist, and they like have figured out how to like tune them and string them and stuff because they're just hippies with nothing else going on. So I have okay, deviating from the story I'm trying to get to. So I'm at this fucking commune, and I stayed there for a month, and I met all kinds of people. There's like a core crew of people who live there, and three of them in particular, who this story pertains to. There's this guy Kay, Kay being a male person, very much identified as a male person, biologically male, whatever. Uh, and then there's this gal Alex, who the story is really about. And then this other girl, Evie, who is also a very interesting person. She now has like all these tattoos. Like her whole arm is just like tattooed black. It's insane. She's like a tattoo crazy person, and like has like gauges. Like I think she like gauged like the sides of her nose, not like both, and like in her ears, and like uh, man, she like her body is a piece of artwork, and it's interesting. She does like crazy yoga. Anyway, so we all lived in North Carolina on this commune, right? And whatever. And so we did that, and we left. And I wasn't particularly close with any of these people at the time, but I knew them, and whatever. And so when you're living on the road, you tend to coordinate with people like through Facebook, and you're just like, hey, I'm going to be in this city. Is anyone there? Does anyone know anybody there I could hook up with for like a couple days somewhere to crash? And so fast forward, like Jesus, man, I don't know, 6 9 months later. After that, I'm heading to San Francisco. Don't know anybody there. Put out on Facebook the thing, and Kay tells me that he's just over the bridge in, on the other side of the Golden Gate. I can't remember the name of the city right now, but he's over there at his cousin's house, and so I go fucking hook up with Kay. I'm like, hell yeah, man, like other side of the damn country, like on the other fucking ocean. And we're there and we're chilling. And my sister lives in Mount Shasta. I don't know, 6 hours north or something. It's the center of the state and straight north. And like, let's go fucking hang out with my sister, man. So we go up to Mount Shasta, and turns out Alex and Evie are got to Mount Shasta on that day. So like, imagine like this is just like mind blowing. Like if I'm ever doubting like coincidence in the universe, man. Uh, so we're there, and we all meet up, and we just got we just sat in my car and just got drunk as piss one night. We all slept in my car, like in this little two-door Cavalier. We just got drunk as shit, and just were like, oh man, like let's rent a house, man. And we did, and we rented a house just for a month to month lease, and we just rented the house for a month. And Evie ended up leaving, but it was the three of us. And oh man, I'm running out of time, but Alex and I, man, we fell in love when we were there. We really did. We really did. It was so beautiful. It was so temporary, and it always was. Like she was polyamorous, and that was new to me. I didn't know what to do about that. But we were together and we lived together, and the first, oh man, the first time we ever had sex, uh, we were tripping balls on these mushrooms, man. Like we listened to this like sad blues song on repeat for like 4 hours, and then we had this like sexual encounter that was like really intimate, but we never actually had sex. I guess when we were tripping, but not like penetration or whatever. But like the next morning, we did when we woke up, and I don't know. It just was. Gosh, I feel like I have so much more. There's so much preamble to that. But it's just one of the most purest forms of in love I've ever been was when I was with Alex. And man, I will always shoot for that, you know? Maybe that's like heroin or something. It's like the first time, but like, I always want that.